Hi everyone, welcome back to Books the House Down. I'm Colleen and welcome to my big fat book haul. As some of you know, if you've been watching my channel, I had gone to Vancouver a couple weeks ago now and went to go visit some friends and meet some book friends that I've made online. Hi to Danny and Zoe. So yeah, and then I also ended up getting some books in Toronto as well. We're gonna excuse the fact that it's hot and my hair is doing its own thing today. I most definitely need a bang trim, but I really wanted to get this video out to you guys because a lot of people were asking what books I got and I've been delaying that process, so I'm sorry. And here we are. I have 21 books. 15 of them are books from Vancouver. I traveled with my carry-on half full because I knew that this was going to happen. I'd been on a big book buying ban before my trip to Vancouver so that I could allow myself to buy books and be surrounded by my bookish friends and enjoy my time. So yeah, before we get started though, this is a little disclaimer. I am in no way trying to show off or books are really expensive and I was on a book buying ban, reading a lot from the library, and a lot of these books were either gifts or I had a gift card to the shop or heavily discounted because of my hot Danny discount. So yeah, before we get started, no, that's it. We're just gonna get started. I'm gonna do this really rapid fire. I wanna be able to just tell you the book and the bookstore that I got it from and maybe a little bit about it, but there are 21 books, so I want to make this fast and speedy. The first book that I got here that I want to talk about is Page Boy by Elliot Page. I saw him at TIFF. TIFF is Toronto International Film Festival, is hosted at Bell Lightbox in Toronto. He did an event there. I picked up my book and it is signed. I didn't get to meet him. They were all signed before the event, so I just got to pick it up, but that's still really exciting. I am probably about 30 pages from finishing it and it's been so wonderful so far. So I just wanted to mention that this is the book that I'm reading right now, not from Vancouver, from Toronto. This book was gifted by Zoe. It's called Some of My Best Friends by Taja Isin. Incredible book, nonfiction about I'm not going to say what it's about because I said I wasn't going to say what it's about. You could read it up and figure it out. But this was really lovely. A gift from my friend Zoe, who was visiting from Kelowna. Wonderful book. I am about to lend this out to my friend who is involved in voice acting because I think that they would love this. The next lovely stack of books I have here are from Massey Books. My friend Danny works at Massey Books. I got to meet her and hang out, and I got the Danny discount. So these are discounted books and I got 6 of them. And so the first one I have here is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I went to the event that R.F. Kuang was at, Vancouver's Writers Fest. Got to see her speak and talk about Yellowface some more. I have read this book and it is truly incredible. Also, I'm just noticing, I'm sorry if the lighting is really off. So not much I can do about it. My window comes in from this side. I have another light on. This is low budget over here. So sorry. The second book I got is The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. This is kind of a staple Asian narrative fiction book. I haven't read it. I know there's a movie out. I haven't watched the movie. It feels like a crime that I haven't done any of those. But RF mentioned it a lot in the event about this book. And so I really wanted to pick it up. Never read it, never watched the movie. Really excited. High hopes for this one. The third book I have from Massey Books is Miss Major, Conversations with a Black Trans Revolutionary. Oh, sorry, Miss Major Speaks. Conversations with a Black Trans Revolutionary by Toshio Moronic and Miss Major. Miss Major is a trans activist, mother. She's just incredible. I have read this book Elliot Page mentioned at the event and on his Instagram that he really enjoyed this book and that like everyone should read this. And yeah, everyone should read this. Lovely. The next book I got was a recommendation from Danny. It's called Alternative Alamat, Myths and Legends from the Philippines, an anthology edited by Piolo Chicamaco? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I really need to look up how to pronounce people's names before I just get on and talk about them on the internet, and that's my bad. But yeah, these are myths and legends about the Philippines. Danny is Filipino and so am I. We are trying to connect with our roots and read more Filipino things, and she mentioned that I should read this, so I picked it up. Another Filipino book, it's like a Filipino classic text, Carlos Buslon's America is in the Heart. If you read any Elaine Castillo's books, she has come out with America is Not in the Heart, which is a play on this book. I think Carlos Bulosan talks about what it's like being Filipino in America pre-World War II, 1930s. I put off reading this book for a really long time because I know it's probably really heart-wrenching and hard for me to read. Probably deals with a lot of race issues and racism, particularly in the States at that time. It's probably gonna be rough. I need to read it though. Yeah, I'm finally excited to have my own copy. And Danny hasn't read it either, so I think we might do a better read, which would be really nice. And the last book that I got from Massey is called Is Gender Fluid? A Primer for the 21st Century by Sally Hines. General editor is Matthew Taylor. Yeah, this looks really cool. This has been on my list for a while. Lots of pictures. It's kind of giving me like a zine feel. It's Pride Month. I mean, I read queer and trans books all the time, but I don't know, I'll try to hone in on that for June. But anyways, the next little stack of books I have is from a book crawl. We hit up a bunch of bookstores in Vancouver. One day, it was gnarly. Our tote bags were so heavy by the end of it. So yeah, these are the books from there. I got 2 books from the People's Co-op. From what I know, I think it's just volunteer based, like a volunteer run bookshop. It's been around for like a really, really long time. They had such a good selection of books. Some were new, I think, and then some were secondhand. These were secondhand, I believe. Yeah, what a great little bookstore. It was really close to my friend's place that I was staying at, so I'd pop in a lot and look, but I managed to only get 2 books. The first one I got is Rememberings by Sinead O'Connor. I love Sinead O'Connor. I have read this. It's a memoir of hers. There's really cool pictures. Oh my gosh, I need to show you guys this one picture that I just think is so hilarious. She's so iconic. Literally everyone needs to give her an apology because they really just did her so wrong, and she was so right about the church, about the Catholic Church. Oh, found it. It's her pregnant wearing like a crop top that says wear a condom. I think it's just so funny. Yeah, she's so badass. She wrote in the book that she went into like a restaurant and like some Italian nonna basically kicked her out for wearing this shirt. I don't know. I just think that's so funny. She's so cool. Loved that book. And the other book I got from People's Co-op is Bent Out of Shape, Shame, Solidarity, and Women's Bodies at Work by Karen Messing. Karen Messing. Yeah, nonfiction work of art about this stuff. I think it's going to be a rough read, but it's important for us to read difficult things. We need to be aware. So this is that book. I'm excited to get to it eventually. The next book I have is Care of by Ivan Coyote. I think that's how you pronounce their name. This just came out in paperback. I had a gift card from Upstart and Crow, and so this is the book that I got. From what I know, it's letters and musings about trans identity, non-binary identity, queerness. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds really cool. I'm excited for that. Next book I got is from Naronji Books. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. They are also a bookstore on Granville Island. They opened up recently, and what an incredible bookstore. They had so many different books in so many different languages. What a great children's selection. Shout out to those guys. I cannot speak today. Shout out to the people over there, because they were really incredible and kind. This is the book that I got, a Filipino book, Pang-awaw and Decolonizing Resistance, Anarchism in the Philippines by Bazu Mali. I've heard a lot about Bazu Mali. He's like a longtime organizer in the Philippines, in Manila specifically. Yeah, so cool. I really want to read this. I am trying to, obviously, from some of the books that I've been picking up, read more Filipino things and get more connected to the Philippines. Yeah, that's it. The next two books I have are from Paperhound Books. Paperhound Books is such a sweet little bookstore. They have such a good selection. This book is called Vow Eulogies by Lucy Rico. It's translated from French, I believe. It sounds really wacky, and I'm really interested in reading it. Yeah, there's that. And then the next book I got is, a secondhand book. So Paperhound has like a mix of both as well, like new books and secondhand. This is a secondhand book, Notes of a Native Son by James Baldwin. I am making my way through all of James Baldwin's works. That's like a lifelong project of mine. And I haven't read this, and I haven't gotten it, and I think it was only about like $8, $12. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. And then the next book I have is from Spartacus Books. Spartacus Books, really cool bookstore as well. I must say Vancouver has a lot of really cool bookstores. Toronto, it feels like there are quite a bit, but I feel like, so the place that I was staying at, just in that one street, like in the one vicinity, there were like 4 bookstores and independent bookstores. So yeah, that doesn't seem to be the thing in Toronto. I feel like they're kind of spread out all over the city. But anyways, I digress. I could go on a whole tangent. But this is the book I got from Spartacus, Bone Black, Memories of Girlhood by Bell Hooks. I also am trying to read everything by Bell Hooks because she is just amazing. Yeah, so that's what I picked up. This is from Iron Dog Books. Zoe really likes Iron Dog books. So do I. Great selection. This is a secondhand book, I'm pretty sure. Filthy Animals by Brandon Taylor. I read Real Life a couple months ago, I think. Absolutely loved it. Said I wanted to read everything else Brandon Taylor has ever come out with. And yeah, Filthy Animals. And then, oh, this is going by really quick. I am happy about this. I really didn't want to get into every book and edit for hours on end and have the book be like 2 hours. Have the vlog be like 2 hours long. So yeah, quick and easy. If y'all want to find out what the books are about, y'all can look it up. I also am obviously going to read them all. So at some point I'm going to talk about them more. I just wanted to showcase them to you. These 2 books I got were from Word on the Street, which is a book reading festival that happens in Toronto every year. When I came back from Vancouver, that particular weekend, Word on the Street was happening. So I had a very book event filled week that week. Yeah, these are 2 hardbacks that I got. They were discounted from Queen Books. Queen Books have their own tent there. Lovely folks over there. Yeah, these are the 2 books I got. This is called The Adult by Bronwyn Fisher. This is The Adult by Bronwyn Fisher, or Fisk. Fisher. I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, Bronwyn. What a cool cover. Takes place in Toronto. How could I not get it? Everything that takes place in Toronto, I just want to eat up because I love and hate the stupid city so much. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. And to more on the Brandon Taylor train. Oh my god, I nearly dropped this book. More on the Brandon Taylor train is The Late Americans, a novel. This just came out. Yeah, I want to read it. Brandon Taylor's really awesome. Zoe read it, had an advanced copy, said it felt very like wintry and fall to them. So I might save it for them, but then I also feel like I'm missing out because everybody's reading it right now. I don't know. I'll make up my mind. You'll know eventually what I end up doing. And then we're on to the last 3 books. These 3 books are from Flying Books. I don't know why I wanted to buy them because obviously I have so many books that I just bought. A really good friend, Natalie, works at Flying Books, and I visit her every time she works. I say hi, I try not to buy a book, but then I end up buying a book. One of the books I will insert here. So really this is 22 books. Wow. Because I had lent it to a friend recently on recommendation from Natalie, and it was incredible. It's called Women Without Men. I forgot the name of the author, but photo here or there. We'll figure it out. That was an incredible book. I read it. Another book that I read and acquired from Flying Books is Liarmouth by John Waters. I guess it's Liarmouth, A Feel Bad Romance, a novel by John Waters. I read this, ate it up. So kooky, so funny. Oh my gosh. Loved this. Yeah, so that's Liarmouth. Danny's really obsessed with Kaming Chang right now, so I said, yeah, I'll pick some up. And she was right. Kaming Chang's awesome. I am currently, these are short stories, and so I'm currently reading them alongside the Elliot Page book that I'm reading. But oh my god, the first story in this, I reread and then read out loud to my partner because it just like took me by surprise, and it was really incredible. So yeah, now I'm on my Kaming Chang train as well, and I want to read everything by her. And then the last book I have is Pony Boy by Elliot Duncan. I believe that this just came out, about a trans boy in Paris who's dating a lesbian who doesn't know if she wants to be dating a trans man, which is so shit. Anyways, I'm gonna do this as a buddy read with Zoe soon. Yeah, so these are all the books that I got. I don't think I can hold them all up at the same time, or maybe I can. Let's try. I gotta get a still somehow. I gotta get a thumbnail. I did it. These are all my books. Oops, this one's the wrong way. It's fine. Let's just pretend that's not there. All right, these are the 21/22 books. I'm gonna put this down now because I am scared for my life. Literally fighting for my life over here. Tell me what y'all have been up to. Are any of these books sound like books that y'all want to read? Have you read any of them? Let me know. What are you reading now? Am I crazy for getting all these books? Probably. Do you love to see it? Probably, if you're like me and love to watch people's book hauls. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.